Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. This is a SHTF story, uh, car explosion. Now, clearly my vehicle hasn't blown up, but I just wanted to share with you guys something that happened on my way to work today. I was driving, going up north on Highway 77 from Columbia, South Carolina, and I think it was between um, I think maybe exit. I think it's between maybe before exit seven between exit 17 and exit 19. If memory serves me right, I can see a bunch of smoke up in the air. Normally there'll be a controlled burn going on, whether it be at Fort Jackson or some other place. But as I get closer, I saw blue lights. There was a cop car on the left side of the road, and then all the traffic started merging more towards the far right. As I get closer, I can see beyond the cop car there was a black car on fire, and there were flames coming out the window. And I had the bright idea of pulling up behind, getting out of traffic, basically steering from the rest of the cars, and pull up behind the cop car. And the cop was there was a guy standing in the median in the grass area. I believe he was the driver. The police officer started to walk away from the car that was on fire. Um, and shortly before I pulled up to behind that car, the car blew up. Um, I have no idea how the fire started. There was no other cars on fire, but the car blew up. Then I pulled up behind the cop car. As the officer was coming towards me, I rolled in a window because I remember, and this is where my thinking was. I got a fire extinguisher behind my seat. Clearly, it's not going to be of any use for this, but I felt compelled to just go ahead and ask. I got a fire. Do you need a fire extinguisher? And she couldn't really hear what I was saying. She came closer. I said, "Do you need a fire extinguisher?" She said, "No, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be able to use. I don't think it'll be useful at this point." And I came to my senses, and it's like, man, she's right. Overheard the guy outside saying, my car's on the is on fire. My car's on fire on the interstate." Um, but it didn't look like anyone was hurt. I don't know if you probably see if you may see a news headline, local news headline what happened, um, but nothing could have been done. The car was full, was engulfed in flames. I remember as I began to get ready to pull off and try to get back into traffic. The tires blew out, and as I got back in the traffic, I saw two other cars pull over the opposite side of the road. And I wondered if they actually knew the driver, or they just pulled over to just kind of spot what was going on. But a couple of things I guess I could take away from this, this being a SACF story, which I haven't done in a long time, but I figured it'd be a good idea to do one now. One of the things one of the things that came to mind was it's always good to have the right tools in your car. As I mentioned before, I have a fire extinguisher that I keep behind my seat. I am assuming that this was a fire that was small, and the guy may not have had an extinguisher, and the fire just got out of hand. So this is right there to show the value of having at least swaying the chances more in your favor. Having a fire extinguisher with you can make a world of difference. This guy lost his car. It could have been a small engine fire that could have been put out. Like I said, I don't know, but I'm only speculating. It was a small fire that got out of control, and then he lost his car. The second thing that came to my mind was, I think having a mindset of wanting to help people will engage when you notice that there is a situation where someone might need help. I can't speak for the other drivers, but I will say that I was the only one that pulled up behind the cop car thinking that I could offer some help. It's not trying to toot my own horn. That's just what happened. I told the guys at work what was going on. They said you probably waiting for a situation where you can actually use the axe up in the window to cut the door off or something like that. I said well, it wasn't going to be any use, and I was thankful it appears that no one was hurt. The guy only seemed to be frustrated the fact that he lost his vehicle, not that. Now, he wasn't seeming frustrated that there was anyone stuck in the car, thankfully. But yeah, I just noticed that I like to help people, so that was my first inclination was maybe they need some help. Let me and I guess because I had this small extinguisher, I thought that it could be of any good use. But like I said, I had that. That was just how. That's just where my head was. Um, and I guess the third thing I can think of, is just keeping calm. I think it's important to keep calm during a situation like that. Like I said, it could have been a small fire that just got out of hand. I think it's important that you kind of play in your head that this kind of stuff could happen. How would I react? Am I gonna, am I easily panicked? Am I this fire? Am I someone who's very frightened by the sight of fire? Am I equipped to deal with the situation? Even if I'm not equipped, can I remain calm? So I think that's something that could really that could always be beneficial. Be it keeping your emotions on the wraps. Remaining calm, figuring out what your next move is going to be, while the time allows for it. But that's all I wanted to do. I was supposed to share with you guys a story. It's something that happened today on the way to work. It blew me away. No pun intended. I just didn't never, I never seen a car, I never seen a car blow up. I never seen a car full, engulfed in flames. The only time I can say I may have seen a car on fire was, I'll say like 2 years ago when we had that small riot around the police department. I remember circling the block and I saw a car a cop car on fire. But that's like that. But this is the first time I've ever seen a car blow up. But thankfully, it seemed like no one was hurt. I didn't get hurt. No other drivers seemed to have gotten hurt during the explosion. But it was quite a sight to see. To be quite frank. But those are my thoughts. That's my story. Tell me what you guys think. Have you ever seen a car blow up? Was it a car that belonged to you? Were you able to do something to help the driver or help anything else that was going on during that situation? Please share your thoughts. Love to read everyone's comments in the comment section. Try to respond to them in a timely manner. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see if I can address them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you love this video, check out my older videos. I look forward to new videos to come. Like, share, and subscribe. That's my video. It's a SHTF story, car explosion. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care, be safe, stay strapped, and God bless.